What if I told you that there are 3 very simple things that you can do to make your art far better? These are 3 things that are so simple that you can do right now. You could do it while we're watching this video together. In fact, how about grabbing your pencil, your tool of creation, and let's do it together. It's pretty simple. These are 3 things that I think that you need to practice regularly. They're things that are going to help your art be better, but most importantly, it's going to help to cultivate a mind that is compassionate for yourself, that you're able to disengage that thinking brain, that crazy monkey that sits on top of our shoulders and then natters away about, oh, you forgot to do this, oh, this could be better, oh. And to start to create things in a way where we're disengaging our critical thinking mind and starting to see life differently, to relate differently to that blank page that you're creating something with, and to really help to jumpstart your creativity in a way that you probably haven't before. It's a way of, if you want to think of it this way, of loosening things up, of lubricating the creative muscle so that it can do far more and has more potential to create. At the same time, there's simple drills that are going to help to get your coordination working a little better. And it's things that I do to help massage the muscle of artistic creation. I think it's pretty simple, but it's kind of one of those things that you're going to find has a resonance in everything that you do. So all you're going to need is your sketchbook or a piece of paper if you'd prefer, and your pencil, or if you like a pen, or if you like a brush, it really doesn't matter. For that matter, you could use a crayon. These drills you can do with anything that you have readily available. I believe in creating art and making artistic sketchbook habits that you can stick with every day. So these are 3 tools that you can use right now. They're free, you can give them to your friends, and I've found that they are really going to help you to tap into that creative process that I think that we are all trying to, get aboard. So I've got my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing, and I've got my awesome orange pencil. It's not orange. Well, this is orange, but it doesn't draw with orange, but that would be amazing. My gosh, I've come up with another amazing creation for somebody. A pencil that is orange. Oh, that's a pencil crayon. Never mind, I'll stick with my awesome pencil that I use. Who needs pencil crayons when you can use fantastic things that are mushy and beautiful and you can create amazing things with? So, stick through right till the end. If hopefully you're still here. If you're listening to this, that means you are. Stick through the end, get all 3 things. Let's be awesome together. And while you're at it, if this helps you, please put something in the comments below and share this with your friends who maybe are struggling as well. So the first skill that we're going to work on, and there's only 3. The first one is pretty simple, I think. It's just drawing circles. So what this is like practicing your scales. So all you're gonna need is your handy dandy tool creation. Mine is my awesome orange Bic Velocity pencil. I love this thing. And we're just gonna draw circles, and you're just gonna chill out. And what I do is I just kind of get into the zone and just work on one circle at a time, just like that. And then maybe I'll make a smaller one. And see, I'm not even worrying about it. And then maybe a bigger one. And with this one, I'm making sure my elbow is off the table. I need more lead. And this is basically what you do, and you fill the page with this. And you could even put some of the circles inside of the other circles. Elbows off the table, wrist is relaxed, hand is relaxed. Maybe I'll do a big circle around the whole thing. Running out of lead really quickly doing this. That means I'm doing something. It's almost meditative, actually. And you're not trying to do anything. You're just maintaining this constant awareness of the circle, kind of in your, I guess the right term, cliched term is in your mind's eye. All that there is the circle. It's like thoughts. These are little bubbles of thought. And you're not fixating on any of them. You're doing one. If you have to adjust your lead, then you do it, and you go on to the next. And you fill up your page doing this. Like I said, this is just, it's actually letting your unconscious mind work. Or maybe it's your subconscious mind. I'm not thinking. I'm letting my hand do the work. And I'm just here, being present in the moment. And what you end up with is pretty cool. What you could do afterwards, if you need to have a purpose, is when you're done, you could very easily color in these circles and do a similar process of letting go of the mind and letting the art create itself. So that's it. It's just circles, circles, and more circles. And the next one we're gonna do is what I call it automatic drawing. It probably has some term to it, but it's gonna be very similar to the rest. And again, you're just gonna need your tool of creation, and you're going to disengage your mind. So we are not trying to think, we're not trying to react, we're just going to put the pencil down and we're not gonna pick it up. And we're just going to let our mind do whatever it wants to do. Now, that doesn't mean you can't pick up the pencil, but it just means that you're going to do continuous motions, at least to get yourself started. The key thing here is in disengaging your thinking mind. And then in the process, as you're disengaged, you can always, go into things and be like, oh, I'm gonna just let the mind do its thing, but it's gonna be something other than squiggly lines. So maybe it's some hatching with some shading, or maybe you got some squiggles that need to come out. Maybe you've got a little automatic drawing that's gonna happen inside of this one. And you're letting your mind relax and not focus so much on, what this looks like, how it is, who it is, things like this, okay? And that's the key thing here, is letting yourself go, letting yourself just create, not judging, being compassionate, cultivate that compassion, right? And just have fun with it. And don't worry about the end result. This is like being on the phone and doodling away. So it's automatic drawing. It's more of a way to let the mind drop away. And I would do this for, 5 minutes or so. Just keep going at it. Do whatever comes to you. And then another thing I do sometimes is I look at what's in there. And sometimes I will, and this is after I've, done this process, then I'll, maybe see some things in this. Like, for instance, right here, I see a weird little insect, and I'm going to give him an eyeball and give him another eyeball. So he's an insect hidden away in here. Maybe it's a bee, right? So sometimes I do that too, if I'm just having some fun. And it doesn't even really matter. Let's give him a little bit of a smiley face in there too. This is what I mean. Don't be so concerned about it. Think of it as more of an abstract expression of, you know, what you're doing, who you are, and just letting your mind go and be free and have some fun. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do with this handy dandy awesome pencil is a time drawing. So you're just gonna find some object and you're gonna start it on your page, and I'm gonna set a timer for 2 minutes, and I'm going to draw a mouse that's on my desk. Okay, so we're gonna start this. If you wanna do it with me, find your thing. We're gonna start in 3, 2, and 1, and go. So it's gonna be 2 minutes just drawing this object. It doesn't even matter what it is. So it's a mouse that's on my desk, and it's not gonna be perfect by any stretch, and I'm not gonna judge. I'm just going to create. Okay, and it has, I don't know if I can do the full font on what this thing looks like. This is not an advertisement. It is actually my work computer. I'm an Apple guy myself, but this is a Dell, so there you go. And I have to go quick because time is wasting. It's a 3-dimensional object, obviously. There's a cord coming out of the top. And then I have lots of time left, you know, if a lot of time is a minute. And you know what? The reality is a minute is more time than you think it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to go outside of what I did. A bit of a shadow there. What else can I do here? I've got a whole 30 seconds. I can start to do a little hatching along this thing to give it some more life. This is super fun. I like to do this a lot, actually, because it exercises your mind in a different way than you're used to with your art, right? I'm gonna make this shadow look a little bit better than it did. And this is, you know, simply how you do it. And it's just meant to be a speed drawing, and that's time. Pencil down. All right. Well, I don't know if that looks like a mouse, but it looks roughly like that mouse. And at the end of the day, I don't care, right? This is, you know, just like if I'm using a musical instrument as an example, this is like doing your scales, or, you know, playing a song super slow, or, you know, different things like that. Your art has to be something that you work at, and it's the way you see things in that moment. And you know what? When I look at that and I look at the actual mouse, it's pretty darn close. Look at that thing. Anyways, it is what it is, and it was fun. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Our art needs to be fun, and we're working our creative juices. So it doesn't get much easier than that. We're going to make some awesome circles. And the cool part about that, like I said, you can take those circles and you can do some pretty amazing things with it. Imagine what a gigantic canvas of circles that are colorful and vibrant and free-flowing organic is going to look like on your wall. I think that's going to look pretty awesome. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. And then you're going to tap into that subconscious or whatever level of your creative mind, your creative being, you, in other words, and we're just going to let it flow. Think of it as automatic drawing or whatever you want to think of it as. And we're just going to doodle. We're just going to have fun with that process and let that, you know, organically come out. And then, and I think this is super fun, you're going to do speed drawings of all the things that are around you. I don't care what it is, whether it's a tree outside, something complicated, something simple, like I did a mouse. It was sitting on my desk, why not? Or for that matter, do the pencil that you're drawing. Do it as you're drawing it, because you're looking at it anyways. And then you can expand from there and do your beautiful face, do your home, do everything. And I think that when we think of our art in this way, that it's something to explore, something to expand on, something to let go of ourselves and our critical minds, then really truly amazing things can happen. So, thank you so much for joining in again. I hope you got something out of it. Let me know. I'd love to know what you do. Maybe you have 3 things yourself that you use that really help. But this, I found it works well for me, and it's only part of what I do. But everything that we can do to get better at being us, at letting go of that critical mind, being more compassionate, cultivating compassion for the world around us and everyone else, man, that's a step in the right direction. If you haven't yet, hit like and subscribe, share this video with your friends and share the channel, spread the word of what we're trying to do, because you know what, you're in on this too. If not, it's just me talking to nothing, but I think that you're there, and I really appreciate that you are. And if you're someone who's watched all of these videos, thank you so very much, because honestly, that is the only reason why I do this. I do it because you're there. I do it because I hear that this matters. So if you are one of the constant viewers, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Until next time, you take care and have fun and just be creative. See you later.